What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Back here with another mukbang with a banger with my bro. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Chef Quavis, CEO of Fantastic Eats Catering, CEO of Entrepreneurs Don't Sleep. As you can see, me and bro repping the brand today.
I rock it like it's my brother brand.
If you want to purchase some of the merch, you can go to www.edsthemovement.com. Today we done prepared some fantastic wings. It's my signature wings on my catering menu. We got baked mac and cheese, candy yams, and garlic green beans.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never had garlic. Yeah, them retarded.
That mac and cheese is crazy.
I ain't never had them. So who is Chef Quavis? Chef Quavis, for the people
Chef
who don't know. Chef Quavis.
I don't know who he is.
Who is Chef Quavis for the people who don't know?
Chef Quavis is a chef from Flint, Michigan. Currently taking over the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Facts.
Just a guy that's passionate about cooking.
And my boy got Hey, when you both say hey, and my boy got his own season.
Yeah, I got my own seasoning line. It's somewhere. I'm gonna show y'all sometime during this video.
Hey, if you in the Dallas area, Houston, San Antonio, book him. He travel, he coming to you. He even fly out to where you at. So if you got a wedding, a gender reveal, anything, y'all go ahead and book him. His link gonna be in the description.
Yeah, I put all my contact information in there for you.
Yes, sir. This is
How's it tasting, bro?
great.
It's good.
Yeah, this is fire right here. This season, it tastes like a little lemon pepper on it, but it's a put that on everything.
And it's the other one too.
Yeah, this is delicious.
Hit you with the double whammy.
So what got you into cooking?
Really, it's just always been something that I've been passionate about. I always enjoyed cooking, get my peace of mind in the kitchen, and started taking serious over a decade ago, for real.
Yeah, I remember shit back in the hood. You was used to booming out the crib with them strawberries.
And I just kept at it. Look at me now.
So before you pulled the plug on stepping out on faith and entrepreneurship, where was you working at before, and how did you know when it was the right time to step away from your full-time job and focus on your business?
I was working for Wells Fargo as a personal banker. And I don't know, bro. I feel like I was wasting my time after denying calls left and right for people wanting me to cook for them. And I was telling them no because I had a job.
Oh, that's tough. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So my availability was limited to something that I was passionate for because I was working a 9 to 5. So it got to the point where I got tired of denying work.
Shit, denying work, you basically missing money. So plus on top of that, most jobs not understanding. So have you ever had to go through them denying you, asking for days off or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
So what I did was calculated. I took those about 3 phone calls that I received and calculated what I would have made if I would have took those jobs. And it was like well over what I was making at Wells Fargo.
And that's when you was like, I'm out.
Oh yeah. Another one bites the dust.
Gotta go. So throughout your whole journey, what was the biggest obstacle you had to overcome by yourself?
Biggest obstacle? What do you mean? Like, give me an example.
Like a roadblock. Like what had you pause for a second and you're like, okay, there's no turning back after this So you gotta get through it. That's the only way.
I haven't looked back. I ain't having no pause moment.
Okay. That's what's up. Most people do. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it was is I prayed about it hard before I even made that. Made the step to, quit my job. And yeah, I ain't thought about, getting another job or nothing like that. I work for myself now. It'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah. So do you ever feel like you bored when you're not, out on gigs or selling merch?
No, because I'm always working. Even when I'm not technically working, I'm always working. Either networking, doing either brainstorming the next step for the business. But I'm always putting something towards my brands.
How big is networking? You just said networking. So how big is networking in your opinion for people who underestimate networking?
Networking is everything. If you don't network, then you don't want to get paid. Or you don't want anybody to know about your business, which is major when you're an entrepreneur or a small business, just getting started. So, the rich always says your network determines your net worth.
No cap. I also seen a rich guy say basically your salary is dictated off of how hard you work, how hard you hustle too. So if you're not, like you said, networking or getting up off your ass, or of course you're gonna have them days where you feel like you don't want to do anything, or you're just tired or exhausted. So how do you balance that where you don't overwork your body, so therefore you can be prepared to still go 100%?
Honestly, I know I'll overwork my body more than often, but it is days that I dedicate to not doing nothing but completely resting, because I don't want to have a burnout. So I try to get as much as I've done as I can before I completely crash out.
Oh yeah. So you basically shove it all in one day, so you ain't gotta spread it out, and then on the days that you can relax, you go ahead and relax and take advantage because you've already completed the work prior to it.
Exactly.
So in this pandemic, has it helped you, and how?
The pandemic has definitely helped, because that was the reason why I was able to quit my job. It was because of the pandemic. Honestly, the pandemic was an eye-opener to see how businesses is going to be operated for now and the future. Because a lot of major companies have shut down, went bankrupt, is no longer being operated. And this is a complete opportunity for the small businesses to flourish.
I also feel like this pandemic should have showed everybody that no matter how long you've been at a job will let you go regardless, and they won't even think twice about it.
Exactly.
Because I've heard a couple people say they've been at a job for 10, 15 plus years, and they just got let go like it was nothing. No coming back, no type of benefits, no pay while you out, nothing. That was really what got me. It was like, when I'm working with somebody, my loyalty is to them. I try and bring what I can to the table. But after this pandemic has showed true colors of jobs, I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to step out. So little do anybody know, he's a great motivation for me. You know what I'm saying? So we both grew up together, same neighborhood, same schooling. So to see where we was at when we first started growing up to what we've been through high school until now. Man, I tell my bro I'm proud of him every chance I get, and that's that's coming from the heart. Because you got some people who'll be proud of you just to stay in your business. You know what I'm saying? But
appreciate that.
If I got any questions or type of information that I need, I come straight to him, because I know if it's something that he's done, he got the answer to it. I can't take advice from somebody who's never done anything. So what was the first thing you did for any of the people out here who want to become a chef or a personal chef or a chef that travel? What was the first thing you invested in to help you get to where you at now?
Just investing into the brand in general, making it look professional, when I have jobs, I don't show up in just street clothes. I'll be in complete uniform. Because, you know, how would you think this guy, you hired a chef and he showed up?
Hey, if my personal chef show up in a beater or some hoop shorts, we gotta turn around, G.
Yeah, I'll be in complete uniform, like chef hat. If I'm not wearing my chef hat, I'm, you know, wearing a EDS hat promoting the Entrepreneurs Don't Sleep brand. But you go see me in complete uniform. I'm gonna have on the chef coat.
Oh yeah.
And you know, just equipment. Like I carry basically all of my own. Everything that I would need to cook. Like if you requested for me to, you know, deep fry wings or something like that, I'm bringing my own deep fryers. I'm bringing my own flat top grills. I'm bringing my own pots, pans. The only thing you really have to worry about when you hire me is providing me with a clean kitchen and staying out of the kitchen while I'm doing my job.
He ain't gonna say I said stay out his damn way. If you book him and you know he come out there and cook, all he wants is a clean kitchen and space. Because as a chef, I've seen him move around and he be on his feet. So if you guys decide to book him, which I highly recommend, because this right here, this is worth it. Fly my boy out if you need him for real. But you definitely won't be disappointed. But
yeah, the only thing you have to, I go grocery shopping and all. So the only thing you have to worry about is giving me that kitchen, stand on my way. Let me do my work.
What personal chef you know that go to the grocery store for y'all and buy everything for y'all? Some people would be like, "Sure, you already got the wings at home. All right, can you marinate them for me?" But he do everything. All you doing is basically sitting back and let him have the whole kitchen to himself. So that's what's up, man. I'm proud of you. So EDS stands for Entrepreneurs Don't Sleep.
Right.
Where did that come from?
Man, it started out as a hashtag. 2015, maybe 14. 2014, 2015. Started hashtagging it on like Facebook and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always knew that I wanted to be a chef. And once I started taking my chef career serious, I'm like, yeah, working a job is gonna be short term for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I ideally want to be, the end goal is to be a successful entrepreneur. So I just create the hashtag. People started getting hip to it. I started to gather a following. And once I started to see other people was like, you know, trying to roll with the punches, I'm like, I should fully brand it. So I went and bought the name, LLC the name. Got a logo made. And I did like my first drop of like shirts and sold it completely out. So I'm like, okay, I think I got something here. Started pushing it more and more. And the following for it grew more and more as the world is starting to create more and more entrepreneurs. So a lot of people really realize like the meaning behind the logo, the meaning behind the brand, Entrepreneurs Don't Sleep, is because we don't. I mean, we might sleep, but it might be like short amount of hours, and then we have to get right back up and, you know, get to something else. So the real meaning behind the brand is, you know, entrepreneurs get limited amount of hours to sleep until that brand grows enough to the point where, all right, I can rest now. But even when, you know, we get to that point, we still up and at it, you know. There's so much that we got on our plates that we can't afford to sleep that average. What is it, the average 8 hours that a human's supposed to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very rare.
Stevie Harvey said that if you sleep 8 hours, you're poor. I was like, damn. Like, for the most part, that'll go over people's head because they're like, well, the average body takes 8 hours to sleep. But I also seen another post, which was a young lady in Atlanta, and she was like, she quoted, because she took a picture of like all her packages and stuff while she was working on more, and she said, I'd rather bust my ass for 100 hours packaging and send it off before I bust my ass for 100 hours inside of a job. And I was like, well, damn. like you said, your brand is your job technically.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever paid for promotions?
No. Well, Instagram. I pay for like some weekly promotions on there. But other than that, no. But now that I'm realizing I can't do everything, I'm definitely about to look into it.
Mm-hmm. One last question, man, before we get out of here, wrap it up. What type of advice that you got for anybody, not only just future chefs, but anybody that want to step out into being an entrepreneur, have their own brand, and basically promote and be consistent with themselves? What type of advice you got for them?
Well, you said it right there. The key to it is staying consistent. Like I said, I've been cooking for going on 12 years. And not once have I gave up. Like, I might have took breaks, you know, to re-energize, reevaluate things, re-strategize. But I never gave up. So, best advice is to, if you ever get discouraged, just use it as motivation and keep going. Because when you stay consistent, you never know what might be on the other end. What you've been, waiting for the whole time might be on the other end of you working, like pushing towards what you want in life. You just got to keep working. Because I feel bad for myself and for the people who following me or the people that's depending on me. If I gave up today, and tomorrow will be the day that I was gonna win. So like that's something that I always use is like, I can't give up today because tomorrow I might catch my break.
That's big right there.
And if you use that type of strategy every day and you work towards the end goal, whatever your end goal might be, you gotta set an end goal for yourself. Whatever your end goal might be, set that goal, work towards it every day, and use that strategy. Like, I can't give up today, tomorrow I might win. And you keep going and you never know.
As long as you keep pushing, you can give it 100%.
That next day gonna come where you gonna win.
So, well, y'all heard it here first. Entrepreneurs don't sleep. Any last words you got to say before we head out of here, bro?
Nope.
No. I gotta get a refill after this because this is fire though, man. But y'all go ahead, like the video, share this, comment. Follow him on Instagram at Chef Quavis. Also, if you want to, you can DM him. He'll ship anything that you need anywhere, no matter where you are. Actually, the winter coming up, so I know he got some winter merch that's getting ready to drop. Check out all his merch on his Instagram. And the material not cheap. It's not something that you wash and it'll streak or it'll fade away. The material actually lasts long. So y'all go ahead and follow him on Instagram as well too, man. But y'all stay tuned because another video is dropping soon, man. And we out.